Wow, this is weird. Okay, let's get it. What's up, everybody? My name is Joshua Ziggy. I'm currently a student studying mechanical engineering in Berlin. Today, we're going to talk about the 20 things I learned in my teens and will be applying in my 20s. So if you don't know, on the 27th of October 2020, I turned 20. I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of things I learned before I became 20 and the things I'm going to apply in my 20, the things that people said they didn't know before they were 20. And this video is just to show that hopefully we don't make the mistakes everybody else is making. The first point on the list is time is the most valuable resource. The reason why I put this one at the top is, first of all, that's the only thing that we can't get back. There's so many things that you realize that you take for granted when you're a kid. You're not able to pay attention to time and you just take time for granted. Time flies fast. You just want to get back to bed. You just want the time to pass by. But the number one thing I've learned is how important time is, because it just applies to it's just being able to know that that's the only thing you can get back. You could always get money back. You could always make more money. You could always have new experiences. You could always have more experiences, but you can't have more time. Time to do the things you love, time to spend with the people who you love and spend with your family. At the end of the day, that is what matters. It's time. Time is the thing that we can never get back. Time is the thing that we always search for, and that is the most valuable resource. Among the most successful people, the one thing that they value the most is time, and that's why they delegate time tasking activities or activities that they don't consider valuable. They delegate those activities to people with more time and people who are ready to give out their time for money. The number one rule of being successful is learning how to make money without trading time. That's simply the whole story or secret behind passive income. There's a major quote from Jeff Bezos that I'm going to put up here. To me, it just shows how important time is and time management and what's really important and what successful people think about time. And number two would be productivity. It's simply just getting things done. Being someone who's always been into the whole productivity scene, focusing, being more effective, trying to get things done as quickly as possible in the shortest period of time while maintaining the quality, I think you realize over time is that the final thing that really matters is who gets the job done and who doesn't get the job done. And your ability to get the job done is the only thing that matters. How well can you get the job done? How quickly can you get the job done? How efficiently can you get the job done? Irrespective of what's going on in your personal life, who gets the job done? For example, and I always make this example, Kobe Bryant. Just having things to get the job done, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on in your life, prioritizing just getting the job done at the end of the day. I think at the end of the day, productivity is simply keep it simple, get the job done. Try out many things that work, try out things that don't work, and then just cut things out. Keep what works, and let go of what doesn't work. For example, I take cold showers. If you like cold showers, take cold showers. Try out different things when you study, Pomodoro method, many things. Try to put things together that work, things that don't work, and then just fine tune your method till you get something that really works, something that actually puts you in the position to get as much done and be happy while you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's not that deep though. It really isn't. Number three, money is important. Being a child who grew up in Nigeria, I think the whole statement of, yeah, money isn't that important, money is the root of all evil, and so many things like that, and so many misconceptions of money just doesn't allow one to realize that at the end of the day, money is required to to live a comfortable life. There was this quote from Les Brown that I saw that just blew my mind. He said, I always wanted to be comfortable until I realized that to be comfortable, you have to be rich. And that's just the truth though. A lot of the time, it's like a lot of people who are telling you money is the root of all evil probably have no money. And it's just weird. It's funny how the situation is the people who are being listened to the most don't have money. Whereas the people who just have money aren't talking because, well, they are working. So you have to really realize these things. And I think that was one of the few things I learned in my teens. That money is important. It isn't the most important thing, but it's important. The only way to affect change, the only way to create change, the only way to make things a better way or make things better or make places better, make people better is, first of all, you gotta have the values, but you need money as the medium to get that done. Number four, anything is possible if you have a growth mindset. Growth mindset, it has to be one of the most important things. And I think it all boils down for mentality. the ability to know and to think that I can get it done no matter what. I might not know how to get it. I might not be able to get it done now. I might not know currently. I might not have the current knowledge to get the job done. But if you have the mentality that at the end of this, I will find a way to get it done. You have to have the ability. You have to have the ability to know that I can learn with compound interest, with putting effort over time. I can learn how to be better. I can grow and be better. Just taking things one step at a time. I think that was also one of the major things I learned. Is anything is possible if you have a growth mindset. It varies from sports all the way down to university, all the way down to so many things, because moving from high school to university, you realize, oh my God, the work is so hard. But also, everybody is as lost as you are though. Everybody is as lost as you are. And the most important thing is every day just showing up to do what you need to do to move forward 1%. And over a year, over 4 years, over 5 years, you complete your 10,000 hours and you just realize that, wow, I have come far. So having the mindset of a growth mindset, I might not be able to get this thing, I might not have this thing now, but I can get it with effort, with time, with consistent hard work. That's just the only thing that matters. I can grow into that person. I can grow into that situation. I can grow into that knowledge that would help me to become whatever I want to do. You don't want to be the kind of person that looks at a situation and looks down and be afraid, but rather looks at the situation and say, yes, I can get this thing done. At this point, I just wanted to say, this is my first video. I would really appreciate it if you just dropped a like for the YouTube algorithm to help me move forward with this channel. It's my first video. Probably not even going to get any views. I think I know that already. But yeah, drop a like. If you like the video, subscribe. I want to see more content coming. Gonna be posting more every week, but we could talk about that at the end of the video. Number 5 is winners learn the quickest and apply right after. Winners learn the quickest and apply right after. At the end of the day, one of the most important things I learned is it isn't just who learns the thing first or who learns it quickly, but who applies it quickly. It's not just who has the idea, but what is done with the idea that you have. And I want to use the first and basic example of Facebook. The Facebook example was just so clear on literally how Mark Zuckerberg was the one who took the action. Who took the action? It's simply about who takes the action. Same thing about even Apple though. At the end of the day, you have to think about it that Steve Jobs was the one that literally took the action to make the company real. Even though I would say Steve Wozniak was the one who had the intelligence behind it, at the end of the day, Jobs was really the one who took the action and put them and Apple as a company in the position to be successful. So you have to think about that. So it shows everywhere in all forms of life. Who is able to consistently show up? Who is able to consistently show up, learn the thing quickly, and then just apply. Programming. What are programmers? You ask any programmer. Your ability to learn a skill quickly and apply it on the field. Learn on the go. Most jobs that you work at, you're just learning things to apply on the go. So, yeah. Number 5. Winners learn the quickest. So remember that. Winners learn the quickest and apply quickly. So apply quickly. Number 6, nobody cares about you. One of the major things I learned, nobody gives a shit about you. It's just like what it is. Like you have to keep it simple. You have to keep the ball moving. Nobody cares. You have to keep the thing moving because most of the time, everybody's thinking about themselves. If you think about it, most of the times that you think people are thinking about you, they're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about the situation, their personal situation, what's going to come next for them, how they're going to get their next meal, how they're going to provide for their family. And you should be thinking about that too. At the end of the day, even when you think about people, you realize that you only think about them for a short period of time. You only think about a situation. But most of the time, the thoughts that are going through your head are only about yourself, things regards yourself, or how you can make yourself better. Most times, even if you're thinking about someone, it's because that person has something directly to do with you. So these mind games that we play with ourselves and tell ourselves, oh, this is what we want to do, or but I can't do this because people will think this way. Bruh, move on. Keep the ball moving. Keep moving forward. So that's the next one. Number 7, the last but not least, nobody is better than you. Nobody's better than you. And you have to get, and I really say this all the time, no human being is better than you. No human being is better than me. No human being is better than you. Everybody who's able to do something they're not much smarter than you. And once you realize that, you are as talented as everybody else. Yeah, maybe we could talk about the extremes and being an Olympic sportsman or being, I don't know, the #1 in the world at something that only a one particular percentage. But to be at the top 1%, maybe it's 0.1%, no. But a top 1% at something is very possible. It's very, very possible. More possible than we can think, more possible than we want to believe. And nobody's better than you. I think for me, being in a country where when I moved from and I had to learn another language, it was something that I had to consistently remind myself of and learn that although maybe I can't speak the language, the first language as good as everybody can, as long as I can learn, continue to put the work in, nobody's better than me. And you need to see your advantages as a person and then put the work in. It's like this. Who does the job? Who doesn't do the job? If you don't do the job, you fall down. If you do the job, you go up. It's like very basic state. Obviously, life isn't that straightforward and clear-cut. But at the end of the day, as long as you can consistently show up, people see it. Nobody's better than you. You have to remember that. You're not better than anybody and nobody's better than you. You can do anything you want to do. So just remember that. So I just want to say thanks for watching this video. That's everything I've learned so far. Hoping to apply. Obviously, there's a lot more videos to come. This is my first video. I just wanted to put out some content, drop out something there. I just got done with exams, so I guess we're just going to keep things going. Yeah. So yeah, like the video, subscribe if you like the video, obviously. And yeah, let's keep going. More videos to come. So, nope, we shouldn't say that. Should we just say today we're going to be talking about? Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. I think that's yeah, exactly. We could have just done this though. Oh, fuck. Okay, fuck. Yeah. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, the first thing on the list is actually harder than talking to a camera, so. Oh shit, I haven't even been looking into the camera. My God. Bruh. Move on. It's not that deep though. It really isn't.